Welcome, friends, to a new episode of the Word Cloud Tarot Show, and a merry, merry Christmas to one and all. Today's the 20th of December. It's only 5 days until Christmas, and this is the last show of the year. So, Merry Christmas. I thought what we would do is a reading of the tarot on what's good to expect in the year 2022. A rare prediction reading, you might say. We're going to use my usual Word Cloud Tarot deck. This is the deck that I designed to be the easiest deck to read in the world. In order to know what's going to happen this year, all we will have to do is look at the cards and read the words that are printed on the cards. There'll be no memorizing of what cards mean. It's just written there, plain for us all to see. This makes it a very transparent reading, so you can all see exactly what I'm doing to get the tarot to give me such convincing and sometimes even accurate answers. We're going to do a detailed reading this week. I usually try and keep to short spreads, but with it being such a expansive topic and such a merry time of year, I thought that we could do a threads reading. Threads reading has got lots of cards. We've got a card for the external influences, a card for internal influences, a card for waning influences, and a card for waxing influences. We also have a card for the best hope of the whole situation. We have a card for the history of the situation. We have a card for the current moment in the situation. And all of these three threads point forwards few into the obstacles that we'll have to face, and finally the outcome of the entire year, I guess, in this case. So to start with the first card, this is the external influences card. There we've got the Seven of Trumps. The Seven of Trumps, as we can see, is about systems and achieving expectation and enthusiasm. The next card is for the internal influences. The internal influences card is the 21st trump, the universe. The universe, as we can see, is about admirable things and realization and connectedness. A waning influence is yet another trump, the moon. That's the 18th trump card, and as we can see, that's about inadequacy and supernatural things and stress and deception. The next card up is the waxing card. Finally, one that's not a trump. This one is the Queen. The 13 is the Queen of Swords. Look, the Queen of Swords is about requirements and diligence and being educated and arithmetic, realizing things. It's a royal card. They're usually about people. The best hope for the year is this card right here, and that is another queen, this time the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is about self-assurance and robust artistic republics and autonomy and all those kinds of things. Psychokinesis. The history card tells us what's been going on, I guess, during this year mostly, and that is here the 12 of Cups. The 12 of Cups is the Knight of Cups. He's creative and glamour and intense, and he exudes thoughtful tourist responsiveness. Coming up next is the card for the current moment. This is as we turn into the new year. We are represented by the sun. Of course, this is the solstice. So the sun is the whole point of the reason for the season is the sun. Liveliness it's about, and living and togetherness and nice weather, obviously. There'll be some obstacles that we'll have to face in the new year. Luxury is the obstacle we'll have to face. That's my kind of obstacle, I have to say. The luxury card is about reassessment and helplessness and sorrowful reprisal. So perhaps that's a good deck after all. The final outcome will be the first Cups cards. The Ace of Cups. If you're smart-eyed there, you'd have seen the little graphics mistake, but I've fixed it. The first of Cups, the Ace of Cups, is a newborn, of course, so a new year. That's good to represent that. The Ace of Cups is about playfulness and bargaining and clairvoyance. So that is our spread. That's all of the cards laid out now. That we need to interpret them into a narrative, some kind of overall arching story that will tell us about the meaning of the new year. Here we go. What's our best hope for the new year? Our best hope for the new year is a royal card here, and the royal cards, they're usually referring to leaders or leadership. So we need an open-minded, innovative leader, a democratic leader. We've got the word democratic on the card. Someone who believes in self-determination there, a robust republic. We need a heroine, a dominatrix, someone kissing democracy. But our history here, a leader who's unsympathetic, quite amusing, a bit of a flair, a bit of an idealist, but susceptible to big ideas, you know, idolatry over evidence. He's a man of drama, not of substance, not like a wonderful Queen of Wands there. And so what can we expect in the new year in the way of external influences? Well, our external influences card suggests that there will be travel in the new year, vacations and confidence. So it sounds like you should be able to book all those holidays that you've been putting off at last. That's a good plan. That's nice to know. Internal influences here. We have the universe. So inside our minds, we'll each be coming to realizations, epiphanies. We'll be thinking about the interconnectedness of all things, the totality of the universe. It sounds like consciousness will be rising in 2021. So we'll be on holiday, consciousness will be rising. And what's a waning influence? The waning influence here is the moon, remember? So that's the madness. The madness, it seems, is going to go away, finally. That's good news as well. I think it's been a big influence in the past, obviously, the madness, but it's going away, and all the inadequacy and the treachery and the deception, that's on the way out in the new year. Instead, a waxing influence, we're going to have the Queen of Swords here, becoming more important, a female leader, again, perhaps a ruler, but this is a new ruler, someone becoming more important. Could it be a queen, a new prime minister, a new female president, someone thoughtful and rational, someone who values truth and education, someone educated? So that sounds good as well. This moment now, as we turn into the new year, this is a new dawn look with the sun coming up. It's all going to be glorious and vibrant. It's going to be lively, and there's going to be nice weather. So that's all good news for the new year as well. But what could get in our way? What obstacles will we have to face in the new year? The main obstacle is luxury, which you might think that's a bit of an obstacle, strange obstacle. But until you start looking at the words on the cards, we see that there are words like tedium and despondency. We've got wariness and complacency and indifference and ignorance and words like that. So we've probably all perhaps got to just mostly sit still on the deck chair here for a few more weeks spend some time contemplating, raising that consciousness, reassessing our spiritual needs, overcoming apathy. And if we can overcome the apathy and actually do something about, you know, this drama and this potential new female leader, then what awaits? What will be the final outcome? The final outcome is a new birth, look, a new passion. A whole plentiful passion is what we're going to have. Unionized workers there, federating in a more feminine world with new female leaders transcending sexiness to be genuine representatives of a new oneness for us all. So that's surprising, really. I expected to mostly have a load of virus shit in the new year, but it looks like it's going to be travel, new wonderful female leaders, a new dawn, raising consciousness, overcoming apathy, and a new beginning for all of humanity. So that's good news indeed. I look forward to that. If you want to do a reading similar to this yourself, you can go to wordcloudtarot.com, where we have a new reading every week, and you can also buy a deck just like this one. You can own a card exactly like this. You could see this ruler, this new female ruler who's coming to lead us to a new dawn, in a bit of card in your hand. You can also join the mailing list so that you see when we're releasing new episodes, because that is becoming quite infrequent. You can join our Telegram group where you can chat back to me and ask me questions if you would like, or you can follow me on Twitter, WordCloudTarot. That's it. Happy New Year, and I wish you all the best of luck in what looks like it's going to be a glorious 2022.